Jewel, I swear to God. Hello. So, a couple things. Please excuse the dark circles. I didn't put on under eye makeup.
Yeah.
Slam and thank you for subscribing for the
Everyone talks
73
about
months.
the
Damn.
eye of the tiger but what about the other 4 letters, サジ
I regret having ears. Thank you for subscribing at tier 3 for 73 months. So a couple things. Today's stream is gonna be really short. It's gonna be really short because a handful of things. Can barely hear me. Can everybody else hear me? I have it turned up. Did I mess with something? I can turn it up more. A bit quiet. Weird. Okay, hold on. How about now? How's this?
Oh, yeah.
CJ, thank you for subscribing at 51 months.
Pock, and also Pock.
Pog, much better. I wonder why it... Do I need to... I'll turn it up a little bit more. How's that? How's that? How's that? Lewis, thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. It's better? Okay. I don't know why. That was really weird. Thank you for subscribing for 27 months. I appreciate it. And we hit a hype train. We may have made hype trains too easy to hit at this point. Mighty Matt, thank you for subscribing at tier 3 for 31 months. Choo choo. So handful of things. I have like a weird ice pick headache. And it's let me describe it to you. It feels like someone has an ice pick and they're going, Haka! And so then it's like, ow! And then it's like, oh, okay, they pulled the ice pick out. But you can still feel where it went, Haka! You know? And so you can still feel where it was. And then, like, what's your pain level? Well, it's not... It's weird. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Because right now, it feels like somebody has, like, the ice pick, but the handle, and they're pushing onto my head. Like, it's just right here. And it's been right here for 3 days. And, like, because the thing about ice pick headaches is they go away after, you know, the initial Gah! But it's been happening for 3 days ago. I woke up. Well, I haven't taken any because I don't know if I should. I've been trying to, like, not take as much Advil because I'm kind of concerned for my liver. Not like there's anything wrong with it, but I take a lot of Advil and it's apparently not good for your liver, or your stomach lining, or like a lot of other things. But I kept thinking like, oh, it'll go away, and I can still function. Like I went to the gym today, I went to the gym Wednesday. Like it's not, you know, it's not like a normal migraine or like a normal headache where I can like, oh, I can't do anything. Like light doesn't affect it, noise doesn't affect it, working out doesn't affect it. It's just kind of there, and it's weird. Time did you end up falling asleep last night? So yesterday, I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some stuff done. But I woke up, like I said, with the ice pick thing, and so I was like, maybe I'm just too stressed because it does feel like it could be stress related. Because I have been usually when I get like this, when I get really, 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 really stressed out, and I don't stop doing what I'm doing, my brain is like, all right, bitch. It either gives me vertigo or a migraine, or I get sick. So that way I physically have to stop, right? But I can't because I'm about to move and like I have a ton of stuff that I have to figure out. And so I didn't want to push it yesterday. So yesterday I was planning on taking a bunch of stuff to the new apartment. And then I was going to edit videos and I was going to pack more stuff. I had a bunch of stuff, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to push it because this feels really weird. And so I'll just edit today. I'll just take everything really slow and I'll just edit today. I edited for like 12 hours and it wasn't slow. It wasn't stress relieving. It wasn't anything. It was so, oh my God. So let me tell you. So I sat down and because I filmed a video about my crazy day. Remember? My crazy day, blah, 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 blah. And so the thing is, right, my dumbass, I need to chill. You know what happened? Streaming happened. Because when I used to film YouTube videos, I could kind of stay on track. I'd go off track a little bit, but because of streaming, because I'm like, yee, like I just take off and I just yap and yap and yap and yap. With YouTube now, I do the same thing. But the thing is I don't need to talk about that stuff. And so I just end up editing it out. And then it's also so much footage and blah, 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 blah. And then even worse, because like in this last video where I talked about my crazy day, not only, so I was filming it, y'all aren't going to be able to tell, but a secret, Easter egg. So I was filming and I was talking about how like I ended stream and then I ran to the bank and blah, 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 blah. And then I realized, I was like, I just completely omitted, when I ended stream, I didn't go straight to the bank. I had to call Thor's vet. And so then I was like, oh, I just lied. And I was like, I didn't get the story right. But then I remembered, oh, I'm filming. So I can just edit it to be in the beginning, right? However, there were things that I talked about that I previously edited out. And so I had to, and I talked so fast. And so I had to like try to edit it out without it like blipping and sounding weird. I'm so frustrated. So that video took 3.5 hours to edit. 3.5 hours. And it was like a 25-minute long video, and I edited it down to 17 minutes because I just yapped so much. You know, I kept yapping. My bangs are so long. What for? They won't go to the side either. They just want to be straight down. Anyway, this is ridiculous. So, and now the question is, well, yeah, because I was already like 16 minutes into it. So I told the Thorvet story, and then I picked up at the end of it, and I was like, so that happened, and then I moved on to the next thing. And I did edit it fine. It's seamless. You won't even know. But I just talk so much. Like, calm down. Anyway, so then I edited that, and I was like, okay, excellent. And I was like, I'm gonna go get some food, right? I'm gonna go get some food. So I go, and I was like, when I was out getting food, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some boba. Why not, right? And so I go out and I pick up some food, and I was smart because I got 2 things of food. I got something for lunch and I got something for dinner because I knew I was going to be editing TikToks. I knew I didn't know how long that was going to take. Anyway, so then I walked back to my car and I was like, I had an inkling, and I looked, and I don't know when it happened. Don't know where it happened, but someone hit my car with their car door. They dinked it on the side, which y'all saw in the Discord, and I still have yet to try to scrape it off, but luckily there's not like a dent in the car. It's just like a white scrape, but I'm like, I have not even hit 2,000 miles on this car. Like that's insane. That's so frustrating, you know? But anyway, so then I get back in the car and I'm pissed. I want to cry. Also, too, by the way, it's PMDD week. Does it feel rough to touch? No. I tried scraping it off with my fingernail, but my fingernails are really, really short right now because moving stuff. I have broken at least 7 nails. So I had to trim them as low as they possibly can go. Because I had my thumbnail shatter earlier because I dropped my protein shake and I tried to catch it, but I didn't catch it right. And so my nail went, and I was like, okay, sure. Why not? Anyway, so then yesterday I get home and I eat the food. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start editing TikToks. How hard could it be? Ha ha ha. It started off fine. Right? I picked out 11 TikToks. At first, I picked out 6. And then I was like, well, I could just add a few more. I'll just add a few more to the timeline. So I picked out, there was 11. And I started editing it, and it was fine. Everything was fine. And then I started getting confused at some points. But remember, I have the thing that Nate, he filmed me, like, how to do stuff in TikTok. So I was following this instruction manual or whatever, and then I was blah 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 blah, and I was like, I don't know, 3 hours in, and I was like, oh my god, and I was like, do I need to eat dinner now, or like should I keep going? And I was like, yeah, I guess we'll keep going. So I kept going, and then finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna eat dinner. So I ate dinner. Do y'all know the 3 things that I'm allergic to, by chance? Because the thing is, I've eaten at this place before, and what I ordered for dinner, I don't normally eat. Beef, peppers, goat's cheese. Genius. So it didn't have beef. I ordered a turkey sandwich. And it had brie cheese, and then there was a little side salad that had crumbled up cheese on it, right? Bell pepper, yeah. I get really itchy when I eat bell pepper. And like also too, I haven't like gotten like a test for any of this, so there's a possibility that I'm not. Well, beef. I talked to my doctor about it, and she's like, "It sounds like you're allergic," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Every time I eat goat's cheese, right? Every time I eat goat cheese, my stomach hurts so bad. It hurts so bad, and then I get bloat. I like just bloat super super hard. Um, and then bell pepper, I get really itchy. So anyway, eat the sandwich, and then like 7 minutes after I'm done eating the sandwich and like the little salad, my stomach starts hurting so bad, and I was like, "Ow, ow!" I was like, "What did I not? What is happening? Ow!" And I was like, "What?" And then I realized I don't know what kind of cheese was on the salad, so I look it up, and it was a blue cheese, and I was like, "Okay, weird." Because it didn't taste like regular goat cheese. It tasted a little weird, but not like regular goat cheese. And so I looked up, can blue cheese be made with goat cheese? And it was like, yep. And then I was like, okay, can brie be made with goat cheese? And it was like, yep. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to call the restaurant eventually and be like, hey, what's your cheese? You know, there's a possibility that it was just regular cheese, and my stomach just got mad. I don't know. There's a possibility, but it felt like how it feels when I have goat cheese. And so I was like, so I was suffering for like 30 minutes while trying to edit more TikToks. And then as I was editing a TikTok, I had to change the subtitles because there's certain TikToks where other people are talking, and then I have to change those subtitles because they can't be the pink subtitles because they're Kate's subtitles. So then I had to make different subtitles. And then as I'm trying to fix it, Premiere crashed. And I was like, oh man, that makes sense. So I've been editing for like 7 hours. So I open it up, and it saved just before it crashed. And I was like, excellent. So I click on the subtitle again, and it immediately crashes again. And I was like, okay, let's just open it up again. I'll try to do a different subtitle. So I open it up, and I try to open a different subtitle. Crashes again. And I was like, so I text Nate, and I was like, hey, this is breaking, help. I've been editing here for so long, and I'm about to start crying. Please help. And he's like, okay, have you tried this? And I was like, yeah. And so I tried it, crashed. And he's like, have you tried restarting your computer? And I was like, no. So I tried restarting the computer, opened Premiere, tried fixing the subtitle, crashed. And I was like, and he's like, okay, let's try this. And so we like wiped like some files that, aren't being used, and, reloaded it, crashed. And I was like, I'm going to lose my marbles. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. And he's like, well, it's okay. We'll figure it out. And I was like, no. And so then, funny enough, right as I open Premiere for like the 16th time, I get a little ding notification. And it's like, Adobe has an update. And I was like, you motherfucker. So I click it, and sure enough, Premiere has an update. And I was like, okay. So I hit update, and I text Nate like, hey, it says it has an update. We'll see if this fixes it. Guess what it did? Guess what it did? It fixed it. It fixed it. Yeah. It fixed it. And I was like, I just wasted 45 minutes trying to do all this other stuff. Turning off, turning on, turning off, turning on, restart, clean, blah, blah, blah. I was trying everything. And it had an update. I was like, this is so stupid. So then I hurried up and finished the TikToks, and it took me 5 hours to edit 11 TikToks. And the one I uploaded today that I thought was hilarious is tanking. And I'm like, it wasn't even worth it. Like, it took me that long. I don't get paid on TikTok. The only reason I upload to TikTok is to hopefully bring in a new audience. The Haktua one. Yeah, I thought it was funny. He's tanking. But, it's like, oh, that happens with TikTok sometimes. Haha. I'm pissed. I have other Haktua ones as well. Anyway. But, maybe, with time, I will get better and quicker at editing TikToks. But, I am very frustrated. It was super short. Yeah, I thought it was long enough. Like, I tried to extend the beginning part to be longer. At least Future Kate will love you for last night. Maybe. We'll find out. At least finished most of I finished all of the editing, and then I have needed to do the dishes for like a week. I have been needing to do the dishes for like a week, and they've just been stacking. Hello. They've been stacking. And so last night I was like, I've just got to do it. I just got to do it. And so I turned on Love and Deep Space. Who did I make hang out with me? Was it Zane? I don't know. Because I couldn't do it otherwise. I was like, I need someone to hold me accountable. So I made a fictional man in a video game hold me accountable. So I put it on and I started doing I unloaded the dishwasher, loaded the dishwasher, washed all the other pots and pans that I had to do, and I ran out of space. And so, that's going to be future me now is problem. Works. Exactly. But then I had to clean Thor's litter, and then I had to do a bunch of other stuff. And then I was like, okay, time to go to bed. Right? What else did I have to do? And I think that was it. And then I was like, oh, should I go to the gym tomorrow? Because I have to go to the doctor today about my bruising. And what I dreamed about all last night, which is so dystopian that I can't believe we're in this. I had nightmares, but it wasn't like I had dreams, because I would kind of wake up and I go back to sleep, right? But I had dreams that I was like a part of like LA's undercover to help like immigrants and stuff escape ICE. Like it was like this whole thing, and I was trying to like get kids and like their moms and like trying to like take them through. Like I was like, when I woke up, I'm like, that's so fucked. That's so fucked. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. Like, why would I dream that? I know why I would dream, because I'm trying to stay, aware of everything that's happening right now. But I was just like, that's insane. Like, when I woke up, I was like, do I have to go? It was like startling. But then I was like, okay, so I got up and I felt my head and I was like, okay, day 3, I guess. And then I went and I did back and biceps a little bit, and then I walked on the treadmill. You have the most creative dream. Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. The problem is a lot of my dreams feel really real. And so in my head right now, I can still see people's faces and like trying to like in the dark and like hiding from flashlights and stuff. Like it felt really real. And so part of me is like, hold on, I'm inspired. But yeah, all my books have been from dreams so far that I'm writing. But been haunting. It's also too, it's because it's haunting because like it's happening, and then like I'm just safely warm in bed, and like I had nightmares about like it's so fucked. Your Overwatch games this morning, not that bad. They're pretty good. I was only gonna play 2 because that's usually how much it takes for my pre-workout to kick in, but I was so tired it didn't kick in, so I was like, I'll just do a 3rd one, sure. I like Mercy. What books are you writing? Fantasy. And apparently they're all lovers or enemies to lovers, which I didn't even realize until I was talking about them, and someone in here pointed it out. But they're all, see, here's the problem, right? Because like they're all similar, and that's partially what I'm afraid of. I mean, I don't expect my books okay, I think that's just shadows. Well, I do have, anyway. So my problem, my writing style, you white-haired main characters, yeah. In one of them, I don't expect my writing to actually go anywhere. I would like to publish them. But are you moving? Didn't I tell you? Yeah. It's hard to keep up. I thought I told you in your stream. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I'm moving. After all these years. I feel like maybe I was gonna tell you. I was gonna text you or something and I forgot. Hey. You ignored you, probably. That checks out. Usually I come in and I get met with oh, Caitlin Witcher. Oh, God. And I'm like, oh, okay. But isn't it weird? It looks weird. But yeah, I think I have 4 days? I have 4 days left. Technically, I have until like middle of February. What kind of pre-workout do you like? C4? No, I think it's gold standard. How long did it take you to pack all the trinkets? Not that long. I thought it would take me a whole lot longer. It wasn't that bad. What I do have to pack though, which I was debating packing today on stream, because I have to pack the kitchen. But the problem, this is what's so frustrating about the kitchen, right? I have so many big things. I have a bread maker. I have a KitchenAid mixer. I have a toaster. I have an ice maker. I'm not going to take the microwave. I'm going to lend the microwave to a friend. What else do I have? I have all my pots and pans, but I'm just talking about like like how am I supposed to pack? Maybe I don't pack. Maybe I take myself. You know, the water filter. Oh, my 2 Britas. Oh, well, one's a Pure, one's a Brita. I call them Brita. Anyway, what not to pack in case I needed it. Well, that's my problem too. That's why I haven't packed anything in the kitchen, is because like I'm like, what if I need a bowl, you know? But I do have a lot of cups. So I could probably pack a lot of cups. It's not like I need 18 cups out right now. Or in general, it's just me. But they were Star Wars themed, and so I had to get it. How bad does this bruise look? Move. It doesn't look that bad, right? It hurts. Why are you moving? Because it's time. I'm also upgrading, so honestly kind of bad, not bad. All right. The only thing is it hurts, but I also know that's the bruise I slammed into Ella. So I have to leave here in like 35 minutes. Still nearby, or I'll text you. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? You always gonna get bruises. Well, so that's the thing. It's still in LA. I'll text you. So I do get bruises when I move, but that's because I'm usually heavy lifting everything myself. The 2 things about this is I'm not heavy lifting anything, and 2, this has been happening for 2 months. It's been before. Like if this started happening now, then I would be like, oh, it's probably just from the move. But because remember, like think back how long ago when I was like, oh guys, I should, make me walk around every hour on the hour so that way I don't get bruises, because I kept getting bruises. That felt like what, months ago? Happened in your sleep, maybe? How? Like that's the only, like, because I have no idea how. Sorry, I just smacked the shit out of you. I made a photos album. I couldn't think of the word. Of all the bruises. But the thing is, the first one I took a picture of was November 28th. So I know you've been doing night karates, and well, that's the thing. Like how? Oh my god, hold on. This was on my upper thigh, right? Why? How does it do that? And then this was on my entire leg, my calf and my upper leg. That doesn't make any sense. Didn't even look like one impact. I know, and that's what I don't understand. And what's annoying is like I should have been taking pictures every single time I saw one. The only thing that what is so weird for me, like what is so weird is I get bruises here and there. It doesn't happen a lot, but like I get bruises here and there, and I'm like, weird, I must have bumped into something, right? 10 years ago, I had the same thing happen. But I joked that, oh, there's demons in my apartment, right? I just joked that there was demons in the apartment and kind of just left it, because back then I wrote a script. I may do things on TikTok now. But okay, did I read all the scripts? Because it's Kate from 10 years ago versus Kate now are 2 completely different people. And I wrote this when I was going to the airport, right? This is the first one, right? Yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay, I thought so. Oh, I'm just going to read it. Past Kate. Oh, I have to leave for the airport at 5:50. No, 5:30. Current Kate. Ugh, me too. Luckily, running on 4 to 5 hours of sleep isn't too bad. Past Kate. What? Current Kate. What? Past Kate. What do you mean sleep? Why would we sleep? Current Kate. Why wouldn't we? Past Kate, well, I'm not going to go to bed until 3, and if I have to wake up at 5, I might as well just stay up. Current Kate, bewildered. Why would you go to bed at 3? And even still, you can get 2 hours of sleep. That's better than nothing. Past Kate, nah, YOLO. Current Kate, what is wrong with you? That's 1. Past Kate, ow, my wrist hurts really bad. Current Kate, ow, my wrist hurts really bad. Past Kate, well, I'm just gonna live with it and hope it goes away. Current Kate, well, time to book a doctor's appointment. Past Kate and current Kate stare at each other. Past Kate, why would you do that? Current Kate, why wouldn't you? Past Kate, it cost money. Current Kate, you literally have insurance to help with that. Past Kate, the copay is $50. I'll just live. Current Kate, but why would you want to live in pain? Past Kate, YOLO swaggy 420. I'm past Kate. Yeah, I don't know. Something in my head just kind of... I don't know, because I was thinking too, because like when I was making this doctor's appointment, it like, you know, like even just thinking that like, oh, like I should, you know, my back's been hurting. Maybe I should make a doctor's appointment to see like a physical therapist or something. And like my first thought was like, yeah, I should make an appointment. And then I just started thinking, I'm like, past me would never. If I was like, oh, this hurts. Well, this is my life now. Whereas now I'm like, I don't want to deal with this doctor's appointment, you know? To be fair though, I think I have really good insurance. Knock on wood. Someone have wood. Someone have wood. I knocked on cardboard. But my insurance, I've gone through a lot of stuff with my insurance. And I haven't gotten billed. Knocked on wood for you, thank you. And so like I do have like a copay and stuff, but so far, like when I went to the urgent care for when I thought, you know, something was wrong when I got in a car accident, I never got a bill. A couple years ago when I thought I had a brain aneurysm, but then they diagnosed me with chronic migraines, never got a bill. So I'm like, oh, I think my insurance is really good. I don't know. I just like when I got my insurance, I was like, oh, sent a picture to my mom. I'm like, is this good? She goes, yeah, it looks good. I'm like, okay, because I don't know what it is, but sure. But yeah, it's so far so good, you know. Impact when you go later today. Well, I'm not going to urgent care. I made an appointment with my primary care doctor, so I'm not going. So I'm going to like just a regular doctor's office. But it's so frustrating, right? I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna tell her one thing and ask her 2 things. One thing, because I have to tell her about I upped my dose with nortriptyline without telling her. But it's because I've been on it almost a year now, and I felt like it was wearing off. So I just started taking 3 pills, which originally she wanted me on 5 pills. So I think it'll be fine. But I just want to tell her so that way they don't give me less than I need, you know? So about that. And then gonna get the bruises and then also I'm due for the pap smear. Which like the thing is the internet has made it so scary. But they're not that scary. What is scary is getting a biopsy. That bitch sucks. Have y'all seen videos of what they do for biopsies? Pap smears aren't scary. The biopsy's scary.
Oh,
Gary Nate, thank you for
yeah.
subscribing for 9 months. Congratulations on your Twitch, baby. Yeah, so do y'all want to know what a biopsy? I had to get 4. Not in a row, but I had to get 4 of them. So in case you want to know what it's like to have, you know, a canal instead of, you know, 2 eggs between your legs. Anyway, so what they do is they get a clamp and they stick the clamp in and they open it like this, right? And then they tilt it so they can see the cervix, right? And then they cleanse the cervix, you know, to move, they clean it off with like, not alcohol, but you know, they clean it off, right? And then I think they stick in a brush and then rub it around to get, you know, the cells on it. It's also cold melt. They have plastic. I haven't even gotten to the worst part. Do y'all remember when you were a kid and you had like that long claw toy where it was like a dinosaur head on the end of it, and if you squeezed the end, the dinosaur mouth would close and you'd pick up stuff? Yeah, so imagine a little one that's metal, and so you're clamped open, right? So they stick that in there, they pinch the cervix, and they rip off a piece of the cervix. No numbing, no nothing. They chomp down onto it, rip it off to get a piece of meat so they can test it for cancer cells. I have a picture somewhere. I had to get that done 4 times, by the way. Not fun. But anyway, I had to faint. Yeah, imagine the IUD was worse. I was born a man right now. Must be nice. But I have a picture. I don't know where. Anyway, I took a picture of it. So I had that done. And then the doctor left the room and I sat up and she tried to cover it. Because you know how like they have a little table with all the tools? It was covered in blood. And I was like, checks out. But I took a picture. I won't show y'all because it, you know. But anyway, that's not happening today, by the way. We're talking about, no, that wasn't a pap smear. Pap smears are, I'm good, by the way, but pap smears are where they clamp open and then they get a thing and they clean it, and then they get the brush and they do the brush to get the cells to make sure it's healthy. And then they look at it and they're like, yep, your cervix looks healthy. And then they test the cells and it comes back and you're fine. Normally. If it ever comes back abnormal, that's when you have to get clamp, rip, you know? Wouldn't recommend that one. Well, would not recommend that one. But anyway, this would be a less intrusive way to do it. Well, no, that's what they got for now. I hate all of this. Yeah. But, okay, so this is me, though. The pap smears aren't that bad. Yeah, done. Well, I've gotten, so when I turned 21, because my mom told me, you need to get these done once you turn 21, blah, blah, blah. So when I turned 21, I was like, I have to go get a pap smear. And so I went to the doctor or whatever. She goes, okay, are you sexually active? And I was like, no. She's like, what? And I was like, I've never had sex. And she like, didn't believe me. So you had a lady doctor? Yes. There was one time where two times. The first time the guy did it, he was really nice about it. The second guy was the one who inserted my IUD. And when I got the IUD inserted, the only thing I did was I let out like a little cry and my body just started like on the table because it hurt. IUDs hurt really bad. And then he's like, oh, you took that really well. And I was like, I did? Cause like my whole body, like, anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so it's so weird though. Cause when I called my insurance and I was like, oh, it says I need to get, my annual, they're like, oh, well, you have to go to a different building for that. And I was like, but my doctor did it last time. And they're like, yeah, but you just have to go to a different building now. And I'm like, okay. Or does he give you then it's annually? I don't know. I just go annually just in case, Spooky. Because it's also too, you never really know, Also too, you know what else is scary? Boobs. Because like, what if I wanted to get my boobs looked at once, but also too, have y'all seen the videos of what they do to your boobs when you get a mammogram? I thought, oh my God, that you stand there. Yeah, they get your tit. They go, okay, ready? And then they crush it. And it like flattens and they crush it. Like when I saw that, like my chest caved in. Like the thing is like, yeah, it's like a hydraulic press for a boob. But the problem is, right? I don't know how many of y'all touch titties, right? But the thing is, there's like meat in there, right? It's not just like a bag of squish. Like it's like there's like a breast thing in there, right? And it's like curved, like a curve, right? But it's like meat. And I'm like, how are they supposed to? They're gonna crush the meat that's supposed to be like a curve like that. What do you mean you're gonna crush it to be? That's terrifying. That's so scary. And it's gonna hurt. But they're saying like, oh, you don't have to get that done until you're like in your 50s. But then it's also too like, cancer's like on the rise in our age groups. Jaw on the floor in shock. Dude, I know. Ugh. Anyway. Is it? Yeah, especially colon cancer. I wanted to get looked at just in case, because a big problem with our diets nowadays, our diets aren't good. And also too, me personally, I think that, well, I mean, the United States, I don't know about everywhere else. I'm pretty sure the United States is poisoning us in our food, but that's my own, conspiracy theory. But yeah, because if you think about it, a lot of our foods don't have fiber in it, and fiber is what helps keep the colon healthy. Because like think about it, like, oh well, I mean, you British people eat beans on toast, but anyway, Americans, like, say, oh, I'm gonna go have a cheeseburger and fries for lunch, and then for dinner, oh, I'm gonna just have like a chicken breast and some chips on the side. Um, and then the next day, oh, I'm gonna eat some cereal for breakfast, and then oh, I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich. And like if you start thinking about it, you're like, oh, when was the last time I ate, like, I don't know, broccoli? Like you don't really think about it. That's doing anything, I don't know. Well, I know that the skin on an apple is very good for you. Yeah, I've been trying to remind myself, like, try to eat something green every day, you know? Because if you try to remind yourself, like, have I had something green today, then, you know. But anyway, the more you know. But you always want to, check yourself, take care of yourself, notice signs of, like, your body. Does lettuce count? Do you like kale? Yes and no. It depends. I'll eat it, but if there's like a Cobb salad and a kale salad, I'm probably gonna go for the Cobb salad. Just, I like lettuce, but apparently it's absolutely useless. Yeah, it's not. What I will say, if y'all ever get like a salad, and try to, if you're like getting a salad, try to get it mixed with like the romaine lettuce, and then try to add in like spinach or something. Um, or kale or something. Try to just mix it so that way you still have the salad, but you're getting in other stuff too. Baked beans brought over from the U.S. Why are they sweet? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, but they're good. Have you ever tried Bush's baked beans? It's brown sugar, I think brown sugar maple Bush's baked beans. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. They're so good. Wait, let me see. Bush sweet. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, brown sugar hickory. Bush's baked beans, brown sugar hickory. Bro, you guys put sugar in everything. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying our government's trying to kill us. But it's so good. You know the barbecue sauce in them? Yeah. They're so good. Well, you can also get like regular ones, but I'm pretty sure everything has sugar in it. But when I make my like baked potatoes with the pulled pork or pulled chicken in it, I have these beans on the side because it's kind of like barbecue vibes. And then I have my side salad usually, but the side salad usually is spinach, like a strawberry balsamic vinaigrette, croutons, nuts. Are you barking at me? Jewel, if you come visit, you can come do leg day with me, and then I'll feed you to my barbecue dinner. Buying bread over there, making a sandwich, and bouncing off the walls. Oh, yeah. Bread's bad. Bread's bad. Oh, just wait. You want to, if you next time you come over, leg day. What's wrong with leg day? You want to know my favorite bread in the whole world? King's Hawaiian bread. But it has to be the round one. It's so good, but it has to be the round one. If you get the round one and then you cut it and the bread and then my mom got it for me. This is the only reason why I know it is because my mom got it for me when I was in like middle school, and I'd open my lunchbox and there'd be a sandwich this big and it'd have mayonnaise, turkey, and cheese on that bread full of sugar. Oh, completely, absolutely full of sugar. But I knew it was gonna be a good day. Like the rolls for Thanksgiving. No, you gotta get it's King's Hawaiian sweet round bread. It's not regular bread. It is heaven. And also probably a dessert. Dad noticed was like out and had to start looking at ingredients for high fructose corn syrup, blooming those in some bread. Like what? Oh yeah, it's in everything. They do pretzel bites. I haven't had their pretzel bites. I'm kind of a bitch when it comes to soft pretzels because I only like Auntie Anne's. We also in LA we have, or I guess it's in the West. I don't know. There's Wetzel's pretzels, but they're not as good. I'm such a bitch for Auntie Anne's. It has to be Auntie Anne's. Now I want pretzels. Anyway, yeah, our food is something else. They gotta be sweet. Well see, the only time I like the salt, like the soft pretzels, if it's just like a regular salty soft pretzel, is with the dipping cheese. The dipping cheese makes it delicious. Still haven't made it to the Auntie Anne's here. Slamming. I need you to treat yourself. Usually what I get is I get like the regular salted pretzel with the cheese sauce, or I get the little pieces, like the bite-sized pieces of the brown sugar cinnamon in that one. Also, you may want water. It'll make you thirsty. Humidity has been so low. Really? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been outside much. Have not been outside much. There's only one singular Auntie Anne's in LA. No, there's not. So far into Century City. No, there's not. Probably get the pretzel bites. It sounds so good. They're so good. Get water though. I don't know. It's so good, and then I'm like, water. Auntie Anne's. What? Jules, what do you want about? It's in Glendale. Am I tripping? I could have sworn I went somewhere. Oh. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. There's one on Hollywood too, but it's temporarily closed. Usually when things are temporarily closed, they don't bring them back. Levels at 10% also to do. We're finally getting rain this weekend. We? Or you? Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, the good news is it looks like the rain is going to stop on the day that I move. It was permanently closed for sure. Last review was from 3 years ago. That's so sad. Did it close because of COVID? I bet it closed because of COVID. Jewel texted me. Right after we had Fox News. Oh, and they were talking about a new fire broke out yesterday. Yeah, so it's more north, right? It starts with an H. It's like north, like Santa Clarita kind of north. Lots of fight. Yeah, so the problem is it's because we had a lot of rain years ago, and then everything died, and then we didn't get more rain, and then we got no rain, and then everything we had like super crazy Hughes fire. That's what it was. But we have winds, and with the crazy winds, can knock down, poles and start fires, or somebody throws a cigarette out and then it catches fire, and it's been windy. 55% contained. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, because my aunt texted me about it a couple days ago, and so I looked it up. Side of a lake. I thought that was a reservoir. It's a lake? Interesting. I didn't know we had those. I know there's one in Big Bear, but I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, the wind, right, the wind. The thing is, what's so frustrating is people are like, oh, like people are setting fires to they're doing this, they're setting fires and blah 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 blah. Like it's LA. Everybody sets fires. Like I have a picture in my phone. It's been so long ago, I'm not gonna be able to find it. I have a picture in my phone where I was driving. No, I wasn't driving. I was with a friend who was driving, and we passed by, and there was a. It's actually I'm gonna find it, because it's so goofy. I think it was 2019. Was it 2019? I thought it was. Anyway, there was a trash can that was on fire, and I took a picture of it, and it looked ridiculous because it just looked, I don't know. Fires happen all the time, but the problem is like it's just the winds. The winds are picking it up, and then it makes it really hard to control, and blah 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 blah. Has a fuck ton of lakes. They dam the rivers to make reservoirs. We'll see it. I found a picture of a poke bowl that I ate in 2019. It looks good. Oh, I may have to head out in soon. Yep. But anyway, I have to deal with traffic. I am. Traffic's everywhere. We gotta scatter. Yeah, we'll scatter, but almost done packing now. I was gonna pack the kitchen on stream today, but then I was like, I'm not gonna have enough time. Because usually I like to yap for like an hour and have the Dragonberry rum and cran grape yesterday. You were right. And that's what I'm saying. How delicious was it? You couldn't even tell there was alcohol in there. Delicious. You gotta be careful though, because it is delicious. But I'm glad that my taste buds have not failed. But anyway, thanks for So Sweet is way too lethal. It didn't taste like alcohol. It'll get you. But also too, the Dragonberry is just kind of good on its own too. But I usually prefer it. My friends know I like the Dragonberry, so every time I go over to their house, they're like, "Hey, we got the Dragonberries," and I'm like, "Okay." And then like, "Yeah, we got cranberry juice," and I was like, because the thing about cranberry juice, right? To me, cranberry juice is too bitter, and then grape juice, it's too. I don't know. It's too much. I can hear. Do you know who I'm talking about? But if you put put the two together, it's like perfect sweetness, you know? And cran grape before you put me, it's really good. I like discovered it. Oh, jeez, when was it? In like 2012 or something. I don't even know how. I think I wanted grape juice, but I didn't want the entirety of grape juice, and so I just saw cran grape, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this, and it was delicious. Do you like grapefruit? I don't know. Wait, there's some fruit. I don't think I can have grapefruit. There's some fruit that I can't have because technically my nortriptyline is an antidepressant. I read fire. Oh yeah, what was it called? Edmund or something? Mango? No, it's like grapefruit. Yeah, Fireball. I tried the Edmund drink once and some meds. Yeah, so I heard that you can't have. Was it called Edmund or was it called Edmund? Was it? So it was Edmund? Okay. Yeah, Fireball and apple juice is a concoction. Is common no-go with meds? Okay, yeah, so I don't think I've had grapefruit then. Also, too, I just never thought about it. Okay, I gotta go. But thank you for coming to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm busy, but I should stream. I should be able to stream in the morning, and then we can. I'm probably gonna move this, and I don't want to move the bookshelves because Thor's gonna jump on them. But we'll sort it. We'll figure it out. But thank you for coming to the stream. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I did give Juju for the doctor and hope that they're like, yeah, we'll take your blood so we can make sure that nothing's wrong with my blood and that I'm just bruising because I'm stressed. I don't know. But I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.